Protecting your crops from corn rootworms starts with understanding how and when they spread. You may not see corn rootworms until early to mid-summer, when they emerge as adults from the soil and start feeding on the silks and leaves of your corn plants. Controlling adult rootworm beetles is expensive and inefficient. The damage has already been done, especially to the roots of your corn plants. And spray insecticides are particularly ineffective because the adults can simply fly away and spread to other cornfields and feed on soybeans and patches of common weeds like foxtail and ragweed for miles in every direction. But the good news is you don't have to wait until corn rootworms are adults to control their population. You can fight corn rootworms before they ever emerge. Most of a corn rootworm's life happens underground. Female corn rootworms lay their eggs in the soil in mid to late summer. For western corn rootworms and southern corn rootworms, their eggs sit dormant until the next spring. The eggs of northern corn rootworms and some variants of the western corn rootworm can sometimes stay dormant for years, waiting for another corn crop to be planted. When spring finally comes, the eggs hatch into larvae. The larvae burrow through the soil and bore into corn plant roots to eat. This root feeding makes it harder for those plants to take up the water and nutrients they need, reducing growth and grain yield. And then the larvae develop into pupae and go dormant again until they're ready to emerge in a few weeks as adults. Controlling corn rootworms during this larval stage is critical. Instead of flying away like adults, larvae are stuck in one place and they only move a few feet from where they hatched. This larval stage is when they do the most damage, feeding on the roots of your corn plants. And it's also when they're most vulnerable to control methods like plant protectants. So don't wait until you see the adults. By then, the root damage is already done, and the adults are already spreading. Instead, plan ahead. Check for larval presence and root damage in the spring while there's still time to act. And then talk to your agri-company representative and determine what control methods are necessary and appropriate. You should also consider other management strategies, like planned crop rotation, to break the cycle of providing corn rootworm larvae their preferred food.